to ensure that we will forever protect the freedom that comes with the United States of America.
The Defense Department's plan to keep up with fast-growing technology has landed in Austin.
And tonight we're learning more about where they plan to put it. The UT Board of Regents voted to provide this space at the UT Systems headquarters building downtown. The Army's choice of Austin for its Futures Command puts the capital city in the national spotlight as the military modernizes. KXAN's Wes Rappaport reports on what this move means for Texas.
To bring us into the 21st century.
Officials say the announcement to invest in Central Texas will change the culture of the Army.
In order to achieve greater speed, delayer the organization, in order to reduce bureaucracy, not increase bureaucracy, and in order to get there firstest with the mostest, with the best technology available in the hands of the soldiers.
The Army's 6 priorities to modernize include long-range weapons, combat vehicles, and missile defense technology.
Continue to drive those until we are filled with those systems we need.
Austin was one of 5 finalists, chosen partly because of its innovation and entrepreneurship.
Where is the talent? Where is that innovative spirit? Where can we be able to best access academia and industry and non-traditional industry? And at the same time, you have to have a place that, that can accommodate a good quality of life, good cost of living.
Now we'll be leading in supporting our national security.
Lawmakers wrote to Army Secretary Mark Esper last month, aiming to boost Austin's chances.
We are creating jobs here in Texas, and that's because I think we have the right philosophy when it comes to taxes and regulation. But having the government headquarter the Army Futures Command here makes enormous sense, and I think is a great credit to the leadership here locally and at the state level.
We're beginning work now.
And that was Wes Rappaport reporting. Officials say they expect to have most, if not all, 500 personnel in place within the year. And today's announcement means the Army will have a presence right between one of its largest training installations, Fort Hood, and Military City, or San Antonio. San Antonio has 3 military installations, including Army Post Fort Sam Houston. Airborne, the engineering and manufacturing company in Georgetown, creates several things for the Army, including missiles. They say today's announcement will make it easier for them to work with the Army.
If you start to design and apply new technologies to missiles and unmanned vehicles and satellites and armored for the military man or woman that might be in the field, such as wearables and different munitions, all of those products are going to use new technologies, new innovations that Airborne has product in.
Cole says the announcement will also help them recruit new talent and increase their technology and ultimately become a better supplier to the Army.
And the Army is not the only entity taking advantage of Austin's tech businesses. Just last month, the Air Force opened a new branch of AFWorks. That's the innovation hub of the U.S. Air Force. One local startup is already being used by the Air Force. Cincy built a virtual reality flight simulator. They then put cameras in the VR headsets to watch your eyes and publish data about how hard your brain is working while you're learning to fly. And coming up here at 6, I'll take an in-depth look at how this move will impact Austin.